Honestly, I did not expect to make a video on this because I have a different video that is for Demon Slayer related on this kind of topic of websites essentially saying stupid things in regards to, well, stuff like this. And in this case, we have CBR essentially saying, as their title says, Subaru rising to the occasion in the season's most disappointing episode. First of all, I'd like to make a point here that this episode was a 9.6 along with Dawn to Dawn's amazing 9.6 episode that came out this week. So, what in the hell are you saying, publishing author of this article? Like, what exactly is this? And honestly, reading this, it's just recap of a few things. Kind of nothing out of the ordinary, per se. It's essentially saying everything that's going on in the episode. But the thing is, the bold part, where it says, yet the episode's disposition to protract even the simplest of scenes not only hurts its pacing, but also makes it one of the most uneventful episodes of the season. Just when things were heating up. What do you want them to do? Just instantly go straight into the speech, go back into all the crazy fighting? Like, what do you want? Like, though, okay. Let me backtrack, as I want to try to be a little clear, since this was completely not scripted and not an idea until I stumble upon it by X. So, thank you, X, for a sidetracked video. But for the main part is, beginning of episode, it shows kind of how Al and Emilia contacted. Emilia gives Aldebaran the information he needs. He acts a little weird. Emilia notices that she trusts Al similar to how she would trust Subaru. Little weird thing there. Al gets to where Subaru and the others are at. They're all discussing the important stuff that Al not only just mentioned to them, but the situation as a whole, showing us that there's a situation. And then after that, they do discuss who should do the speech. What, you want Subaru to immediately go for it? Like, Subaru has developed, but he's still hesitant, since he has some of the bigger names than any others. Like, he doesn't view himself as that highly. It's not until he is kind of pushed to it a little, as well as Al kind of saying no in a weird way that made Subaru go, okay, I'll do it, kind of vibe, where, yeah, we get into the point where Subaru does the amazing speech. It does at least acknowledge this, that, I mean, Subaru steps up. It's not like he's completely giving hell to Subaru. Anyway, so, obviously, going through this little article, I'm not going to go through every single detail, because, Here's another interesting one. Although nothing, because it's going to the whole Sylphia, the one of Regulus's wives, which I need to remember for next review episode. But although nothing groundbreaking happens, Emilia's story is thankfully not bogged down by incessant dialogue. Like, dude, we're learning more about what Regulus is. Sylphia is literally just came into the story. And you just want what? The bare bones of it? Like, dialogue heavy is what the show is. This is not an isekai complete action one. It is to some extent, but not the main focus of it. I would even argue something like Overlord, because I was watching that recently. It has actions and stuff, but it's not as bombastic. Not to mention, like literally Heinz Ulgon and his entire anyone from Nosric would immediately just auto win. Like you stand no chance against them in most cases, but not the point. Point is, dialogue episodes, they're not bogged down, they're not filler, because there was episode 6 that had said it. Here, I'll pull it up, because that one, oh my god, that was the worst one. A gloomy filler episode that stalls the war plot. Before I get to that, because that is just pure insulting, let's backtrack to this. Emilia's plotline is literally her trying to kind of break the shell that Sylvie is in, like literally, and make a connection with her. Which, I mean, Subaru's speech kind of pushes all that. And then here's another bold one. I'm mainly going for the bold ones because those catch my interest. Oh, I mean, because, they're... Anyway, with people free falling into despair and the heroes lacking leadership, audience can feel the story need for its protagonist to step up and become the anchor of a sinking ship. And yeah, like even here it says, thankfully the episode's final few minutes show Subaru's true colors. Like at least they're kind of acknowledging like Subaru's speech and how it is essentially important. But then they have to complain, even if the episode took too long to arrive at this junction. It's building up to it. It's build up. It's classic story building build up. The rising action. Then you have the climax, then you have like I forgot the other thing. God damn it! I can't complain if I can't get the thing right, but I'll put it on the screen as you can see. But the rising action, we're going through the rising actions phase still. This is the turning point. We get information, we get the reason why this is gonna happen, and then it happens. They just want it straight to happen, straight to the point, everything straight without context. Context helps. And impatient people like this annoy me, and then obviously it adds a few other things, rehashing the same animation, whatever. I'm not really bothered by those two. It's whatever. It's just that top one is very, very annoying, as well as this one. Episode 6, a gloomy filler episode that stalls the war plot. Do you want here? Episode 6 lacks the conviction to go full throttle. The danger never feels imminent, and the pace feels stagnant. First of all, I like to point out, that episode had Subaru just recovered. Like, literally, dude just recovered. His leg is obviously back to normal. They have to explain that, because it's like, wait, what the fuck? Why is his leg back to normal? Then it got ripped off. And, I mean, there's also the animation with the curse from season 1 that he got from all of the mob beasts and the dragon curse that are fighting each other. It's supposed to show a genuine physical thing of these two curses are literally counting each other. And not only that, as well as Regulus. It's showing us how Regulus is, how he treats his wives, how his wives are like, we're getting all this introduction. And yeah, it does stall the war plot. I won't lie about that. But that's not the point of this. That's not the point of... It's just... They're not there to just go to war. The witches' cult is not there just to start blowing up cities and stuff. That is not their main goal. They're literally there for the witches' remains, the Book of Wisdom, and an artificial spirit. They literally named what they want. And once they get it, I mean, yeah, they might lay waste to the city. But that's it, they'll leave. Not to mention, Regulus is not there to bomb the city or anything. He's literally there just for his wife, for Emilia. Once he gets Emilia, he's literally dipping. That's literally what he's there for. I genuinely don't know what Sirius is there for. Capella's there for because of the demands, but Sirius, I genuinely don't know. Maybe it was because of the Betelgeuse Subaru connection, but my golly, that's annoying. And then here, episode 6 is held back by a scattered narrative. First of all, I would bet you 100% if we just focus strictly on one thing, they'd complain that it's all stagnant, it's slow, because it's just one perspective. Where's the other perspectives? I can guarantee that, because the story here takes a simple approach rooted in a plight of the show's leads. What the hell is he on about? Multiple narratives muddled the story. Episode 6 is a two-horse carrier. Okay. He's complaining about specifically the Subaru and Emilia, just those two perspectives. Like, it is all happening at the same time. It's not like we're having, say, the Subaru and the gang or in, obviously, Pristella, and then we suddenly jump into Petra and her doing maid things. It's like, that is so unrelated to the plot. It works in the break times because that's like separate, that's like more extra context, but it doesn't work in something like this where it'll quite literally be a genuine halt to the plot. Like, no. And then one more. The thread concerning Emilia seems forever stuck in time. Much to this has to do with the this delays that crucial moment taking away. Okay, the point of that, as backtracking, Regulus kidnaps Emilia. This puts Subaru into a lot more pressure. Like, Subaru has to now not only stop Capella and her shenanigans, stop Sirius and her shenanigans, try to beat up Gluttony, but also save Emilia from Regulus. It is putting Subaru in a position where he has to do it all, but not alone this time. He has to do it with his allies, with his friends. That's kind of what the ending, like the ED, like after like the credits music thing, that's what it's supposed to signify. Yes, I know people don't want all the fighting to just happen, but there's context. It's build up. Right now, the witches cult are in the advantage. The speech episode is literally the turning point where the heroes, Subaru, and the Emilia camp, Crucius camp, Anastasia camp, Felt camp, and Priscilla camp are all going to start doing the counter-attacking. We're going to see everything make sense. Like, it's all literally, you have to give it time to build up. Because once we get the full arc complete, you'll see it all come full circle. That's all I'll say to this. But overall, it is just abysmal that they want to, first claiming this one as just filler, which I don't even want to get to the one that said episode 1 was complete filler. It's like, okay, you can shove it. But then saying that the previous episode was like the worst one, the most disappointing episode. I think fans would beg to differ. I think you just are not in touch, Mr. Author, of this article. I'm not gonna say what their name is. I don't support all that shenanigans of doxing or harassing. I support criticism, but obviously not harassment. And honestly, I criticize your criticism of ReZero, because quite frankly, like here, ReZero Season 3, Episode 7 makes a short story long. First of all, it's a build-up again. I don't think they understand build-ups, but whatever. I just wanted to take my thoughts into this, because I took the time to read it 2 times, and I was unhappy with it. And that's before I caught on to what it said for Episode 6. So, I am genuinely curious what y'all think. Put a comment down below. Please tell me what y'all think.